All right, everybody, we're back, and we're going to quickly take a look at that last problem, D, because I'm sure it was maybe a little difficult to set up. And so we're going to be looking at angle 6 and the measure of angle 4. And let's say that the measure of angle 6 is 4x plus 23. And the measure of angle 4 is 3x plus 17. Well, we know that these angles together add up to 180 degrees because angle 4 is the same as angle 8 and angle 6 is the same as angle 1. So I can rewrite my equation as 3x plus 17 plus 4x plus 23 equals 180. All I'm doing is taking the measure of angle 4 plus the measure of angle 6 and adding them together. But I know they're going to equal 180. So from here, let's go ahead and solve this algebraically. If I combine like terms, 3x and 4x, that's going to give me 7x, and then plus 17 plus 23. Now let's see. That's going to be 40 equals 180. Well, how do we get x by itself? Right now it's paired with this plus 40, so I'm going to subtract 40 from it. And when I do that, I have to do the same thing to the other side. Now I have 7x equals 140. Think about how we can get x by itself if it equals 140. How can you undo this multiply by 7? And then what you do one side, you have to do to the other. What does x equal? So finish that problem off. And then we're looking at 9-5. It says classify each of the following pairs of angles as corresponding alternate interior, same side, interior, straight, or none of these. So let's go ahead and copy this over onto the right side of my paper. And now I'm just going to label my paper, if I were doing this, A, and what would I call A right here if I've got angle A and angle B right next to each other? Well, they do form a straight line, so here right next to A, I would write straight. And now I'm going to move on to B. I'm going to highlight the two angles, A and B, and I'm going to label B here. And so these here are in the same relative spot, and I can use the vocabulary earlier in my book, and these are going to be corresponding. And then looking at C, well, these are on the inside of my parallel lines, so it's going to be interior. And notice they're on the different sides of this intersecting line, so they're going to be alternate interior. So right down here, I would write alt int. That works if you want to just quickly do it. And you're going to complete that all the way through I. So you just keep labeling D, E, and again, use the vocabulary that we have in our book. It tells you what same side interior is, tells you what alternate interior is with some diagrams. So if we're having a little bit of trouble, use the previous videos, use the vocabulary, and it'll help out big time. And then we'll get on to 9-6, which is looking at the other figures on our resource page. Nice job, everybody. I'll talk to you in a bit.